It's official. Xi Jinping and Donald Trump will meet tomorrow. Trump has been talking about this summit for weeks. Today, China finally confirmed it. The meeting will happen on Thursday morning, and the world will be watching closely. The spotlight is on the trade war, of course. Many are hoping for a breakthrough or a truce. We've been telling you how the odds are stacked. But trade is not the only item on the agenda. China wants to raise the Taiwan issue too. And Trump is pushing for progress on other fronts. He wants movement on rare earth exports. He expects commitments on soybean purchases. He wants cooperation on the fentanyl crisis in the US. He wants progress on the TikTok deal. All of it could be on the table tomorrow. Needless to say, it's a high-stakes summit. So what can we expect? We'd say focus on three things. Number one, of course, is trade. It is the biggest issue right now. Earlier, the US said both sides had agreed on a framework, a basic outline for a future deal, something that would ease tensions and help them avoid more tariffs. But it looks like the final agreement is not ready. Reports suggest negotiations are still underway. They're still working on the fine print. But Trump is upbeat. He says progress is being made and that a deal is within reach.
Tomorrow morning is the one that most people find most interesting, and I think we're going to have a great meeting with President Xi of China, and a lot of problems are going to be solved. Okay?
You're optimistic.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I am. And I know a little bit about what's going on because, you know, we have been talking to them. We're not just walking into a meeting cold, but the relationship with China is very good. So I think we're going to have a very good outcome for our country and for the world, actually. I think it's important for the world.
Very good outcome, he says. By this time tomorrow, we'll learn what that means. The second issue at hand is the status of Taiwan. Beijing is making an aggressive push on this front. It wants to use this opportunity to reinforce its position on Taiwan. China has begun what's being called a media blitz. They're basically deploying Chinese mouthpieces. In the last few days, Xinhua, for instance, has published several articles. Xinhua is China's government news agency. It carried at least 3 articles on Taiwan, all saying the same thing, that Taiwan belongs to China and its reunification is inevitable. For China, it's a sensitive flashpoint. Experts say the media blitz is more than messaging. It's more like a warning to both Taipei and Washington. China is telling them it won't tolerate Taiwan's move towards independence. And Xi Jinping is expected to make that clear in his meeting with Trump tomorrow, that Taiwan is non-negotiable. So that's the second issue. Number 3, chips and rare earths. Again, a sensitive and closely watched matter. China controls most of the world's rare earth supplies. These minerals are used in everything from electric cars to smartphones and even military equipment. And that makes them a powerful bargaining chip. Beijing has been putting it to good use. Earlier this month, China tightened its grip on supplies. It introduced new restrictions. It curbed the export of rare earths to the US, ostensibly for national security reasons, but actually to punish the United States. The Americans banned chip supplies to China. So this was a tit-for-tat move. Over the weekend, both sides met in Kuala Lumpur. Chips and rare earths were discussed in that meeting. They seem to have found middle ground. China could delay supply curbs, but only for 1 year. And in return, the US may pause chip restrictions. In fact, Trump is already discussing these concessions in public. He says he could offer China NVIDIA's most powerful AI chip. That's the Blackwell model. This chip is used for artificial intelligence. It's one of the most advanced chips in the world. Trump spoke to reporters on his way to South Korea. He mentioned the Blackwell chip. He said he may talk to Xi Jinping about it. He called it the super-duper chip.
We'll be speaking about Blackwell. We'll be speaking about Blackwell's super-duper chip.
Trump has not revealed exactly what he is offering, but even mentioning the chip sends a message. So those 3 issues will dominate the talks tomorrow: trade, Taiwan, and the battle over chips and rare earths. 3 key focus points. Together, they shape the relationship. They touch every aspect of US-China ties, economic competition, national security, and the broader pursuit of global influence. It covers all of it. So this is not just a meeting about tariffs. It's about where the world's 2 biggest powers stand and where they go from here. Outside of that core agenda, a few more things could come up. Trump is likely to raise China's role in the fentanyl crisis, and the two leaders are expected to finalize the TikTok deal, a deal that shifts TikTok's US operations into American hands. But again, compared to trade, Taiwan and tech, these issues are just side notes. Tomorrow's conversation could decide if the competition between the US and China will spiral into conflict. Of course, we'll be tracking it closely.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.